and investors alike were green today. I hope investors are well hedged for the turmoil in the market right now. What an awesome day. Big Daddy Powell come out and give the market exactly what what the market wanted to hear. So we got the big 7.5 instead of the 5.0. Market moved on it. In the details, I will post a thing from Goldman Sachs giving the schedule of the as of now rate hikes. This could very well change. Powell said that today in his meeting or press conference after the meeting. So this is exactly what the market wanted. And at first, when the announcement come back, we actually pulled back. And, here in the Discord, we're constantly saying the first moves always fall. So once again, just that information right there paid the bills. So we pulled back, and knowingly that the first move was able to trade to the downside, knowing that the first moves always false, and we turned directions, was able to trade to the upside. I personally traded Tesla 4 times, SPY twice, Amazon once, all green trades. Very nice, profitable day. So you can see the SPY pushed it open, and then we broke this trend line here, which that was just a line I put in. That was something I had drawn and pre-market. It's nothing I was even trying to trade by, but it actually, when we come up and flagged on it and we broke below this 20 here, that was an entry down to the 50, was able to take the 50 out, come back, retested the 50. So basically put a flag in back to the 9 right there. That could have been an entry, pulling back. Of course, you wouldn't have known this at the time. There was a trend line here, just two connects, not the third. But you get the trend catalyst, trend break, scalp to the upside. You could have took a trade right here to the downside. Plenty of chop here on the news. You could almost feel the market pulling back. At the start of the meeting, one thing that we talk about all the time is, I tell the Discord that the first moves always false. So they were able to take quick trades to the downside and reload and get ready for the next pop and move up to the upside during the conference. Powell seemed very sure of himself, seemed very confident. Last meeting, he was very unconfident, at least in my opinion. So the market is happy right now. It's a very good possibility we push tomorrow. Here at Trend Catalyst, we play the action and remain open-minded. So if we pull back tomorrow, we will be prepared either way. Whatever this market does, we will be prepared to go in and make money. That is what it's all about. Like I said, this is a SPY. I traded Tesla mostly, so I did spend more time focused on that one chart versus other charts. I mean, I looked at a lot of charts and watched a lot of charts, but I spent more time focused on Tesla. You can see here, you could see how the SPY pulled back. Tesla showed relative strength versus all that pullback. Now, we did chop around here during the meeting, which I was, I traded to the downside, I traded back to the upside, was able to take advantage of the meeting moves, the numbers, moves on that, was able to take advantage of a trade here at open. Just an all-around good day. So Amazon, we also traded that. This one I end up cutting short. I thought there was a chance of it reversing, so I didn't stay into it. I closed with a profit, made a profit, closed at right around 10%. But I thought it was going to reverse, and it continued to keep pushing. Was made some nice moves even after I got out, but I was happy with the gains. I didn't overreact over it. A lot of times people get worried about what they leave on the table. This is where trader discipline comes in handy. I didn't try to get back in and chase it. So we made some really nice moves, and this is where I took my entry right there. You could see we pushed up, and then we got this almost vertical move here on the 5, and this little flag right here, flag right back in. Of course, I took my entry off the 1-minute chart, but that was the go signal. Traded some of this upside here. It actually put another flag in right here. I got out when this candle dipped below. I thought this MACD was getting ready to roll over into the 1-minute chart was just showing some signs, and I ended up, cutting it with about a 10% profit and rolling out of it, and it continued to push, which is fine. Like I say, I made a profit, and with 6 other trades throughout the day, ended very green. But so that was an entry. You can see that flag right there. Let's blow it up a little bit. You can see how we flagged right back into the 9 there and continued to push, and it actually flagged back into the 9 there again. But I did cut my trade when we dipped below the 9. I didn't even take a chance in holding it, but it did continue to push up. Meeting come in, just like everything else, we started to chop around, broke down below some crucial levels here, your major moving averages, was able to push back up. Microsoft was strong in pre-market. Microsoft actually filled its gap, which, we still have these gaps to finish filling. Let's keep that in mind tomorrow. Microsoft, was on our radar before market open. This was one of the stronger ones. Pushed very nicely at open, come back, pull back, and was able to come back later in the day and during the meeting numbers, during the number release and the press conference, was able to fill the gap and then continue to push. I just want to point out a few things. When you see these signs right here, that's bearish. It's letting you know, see how those candles are? It's letting you know, hey, it's time to take your profits. If you're in a trade, it's time to take your profits. Not a lot of smooth entries here. You could have took retest of the 50 here. Maybe you've seen where it touched here and it worked. You could have seen where it touched here, but not a lot of smooth entries today. Like a lot of days we have really nice places to enter. There's places you could have got in, like right here, retesting, pushing up off the 9. That could have been an entry, but not a lot of as pretty flags, really nice, perfect flags as normal. Just price action was really choppy. We did get the range for a while. We traded in a $3 range on the SPY. We were able to break out of it. Very nice move on Boeing here. This was on our radar in pre-market. You can see we flagged up into the resistance level, was able to get through it. Held just above, which it now becomes support. Held just above, was able to push here. This is the 5-minute chart. You see how it took the 9 and 20 out. Nice push right there. You can see right here, you're starting to see wicks letting you know, hey, red candles, it's probably time to go ahead and lock profits. We pull back. Coming into the meeting, chopped around, but even it launched up above this was resistance, now support level. Holding, you can see this looks really good here going into tomorrow. Boeing's famous for not holding its pops, but 2 days in a row, really strong move. Still looks good here. Definitely going to be on the radar tomorrow. FedEx also was on our radar. Had a really strong move yesterday and really strong today at open, but you can see now where the rest of the market pushed at the end of the day. For some reason, FedEx just ended up giving it back. It was really strong, holding in here, and it just started to break down. So where could you have took an entry here? Breaking down here below the 9, could have possibly took a scalp, but you're still above the 20. This would have been the perfect entry. See how it flagged right there, then dip below, how this opened right here? That could have been confirmation. You could have rode in the flag or waited for it to get back to the 9. But that break below right there would have been the perfect entry for a put scalp or a put play. NIO had an event this morning, so it was on the radar. Right from like we were watching this before open, along with the other, we talked about this in this morning's video, that a lot of the Chinese stocks were hot today. You can see it pull back at open. I remember I wasn't watching this on myself, but some of the members were on it. I remember them talking about how it pulled back, and I remember comments coming in talking about how it was getting volume towards the end of the day. And you can see with the meeting and all, it popped around with the meeting, but had a really nice push here. Some of our members had actually took some swings on this from the night before or from yesterday because of the event and did really well with them. Carvana had an insider buy. I can't remember the details, but it pushed nicely today. You can see where the market pulled back. This was showing relative strength. Basically what we call a honey badger, because the honey badger doesn't, give just to stay clean and PG here. Or Discord's clean too. There's no cussing, no politics or nothing like that. We're just a really good group of traders. The Discord members are awesome. It's nice seeing them, the ones that they come in, not knowing barely anything or knowing everything wrong. They're coming in, they're helping other traders now. It's really nice seeing a trader that was struggling and seeing the group rally around him and giving advice. We're definitely going to get him some help. So this is CAR. You can see how it showed relative strengths at open. Not much volume in its pre-market move. Wasn't really that interested into it because no volume. But it did push nicely, showing relative strength, but then it was giving it back where the rest of the market was pushing. But I do want to point out, look at this volume bar at the end of the day. CAR is not the best option stock. It doesn't always have a lot of liquidity. Even with shares, it doesn't always have a lot of liquidity. I just want to show one more, AERC. And this was all over our squawk, coming in, getting alerts on it. Really nice push here. Really nice push. You can see how it was trading very tight. You see how that price action got really tight there? I tell the Discord all the time, when you see them candles getting tight like that, you know, focus on that stock, wait, because a move's coming. We don't know whether it's up or down. We let the market show us whether it's going to be up or down. You can see this candle right here. This candle closed, this candle opened right just along the, like if you drew a line here, you would have a resistance line, and that candle opened right at the edge of that line and pushed. That would have been a decent entry. Or if more conservative trader would have waited for it to push up and possibly, you know, you never know if this is actually going to happen. It's easy to sit back and talk about a chart after the move happens. So in the Discord, you know, we're talking about stuff live. A lot of times I have my screen up talking about price action live. It's more difficult trying to explain a move before it happens. But that's the only way, you know, or it's not the only way, but that's the best way for new traders to learn how to trade, you know, is watching the actual setups, seeing the actual trading alerts come in, hearing me talk about it, seeing my chart while I'm taking the trades, seeing the alerts come in, hearing me talk about it. You know, so it has been tremendous, you know. So a lot of traders, they get off at night, you know, from work or whatever they're doing. They come home, they watch the trading YouTube channels. Well, Trend Catalyst is live every day, so you guys are coming home watching, and when you're seeing this stuff, you're probably thinking, wow, if I would have only known that. Well, Trend Catalyst numbers are getting information just like what you guys are watching on YouTube during the market. So, you know, we had the press conference up live. We were talking about it, trying to explain it. So we were actually trading with Jay Powell talking, so we knew when to go in, when not to go in, what he was saying. Is he confident? Is he not confident? Not after the market, during the market. So I hope everybody was green today. Please don't get too set on which way you think the market's going to go tomorrow. Stay open-minded, because if you know, I think it's probably going to push here, but I will be totally prepared if it doesn't. I hope you can learn something from these videos. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. By the way, if you're not a member of our Facebook group, you know, there's a link back in the YouTube channel. Join our Facebook group. There's a lot of free educational material in there. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Have a good night, everyone.